Hello everyone, hope you're having a wonderful day. Today I am going to be going over a bunch of BR1 weapons that I think are almost strong enough where they could be at BR2. So to start off with submachine guns, we have the M-38, both the A and the Paratrooper version with the bayonet. Both of these are incredibly powerful. They're probably some of the best machine guns out there. There's also the Panzer III-J, and this when the Moscow campaign used to be at the very end of the research tree, and it's very strong 50mm medium length cannon. Can basically kill most tanks that it's going to come across. It can probably kill it'll have some trouble with the Sherman, but it can still deal with it pretty well. Very strong tank. And the IAR-81C, very strong, good cannons, can outturn most of the stuff at this battle rating, and just has a great payload, and is just all around a very solid plane. I'm going to go in with the paratroopers first, and the paratroopers in particular, the reason why I find this squad very potent is with the paratrooper crates, you can pick different weapons, and for some reason, they allow you to grab the MG-34 for the paratroopers. Most gear tends to be battle rating fixed, but this one is not. So you could have a MG-34 at BR1, and this is the only way you could have a LMG equipped on infantry at BR1. You could build machine gun nests with engineer squads, or with an engineer in a machine gun squad. Really? No, you did not just do that. Oh, it was not the best landing. I guess we'll take the plane. I'll show that off while I can. You're really the first casualties on the team. So we got two 50kg bombs that drop individually, and I believe the two 50kg. Got a pair of 7.92s and a pair of 20mm cannons. It's enough firepower to take out anything, bombers, the normal strike aircraft. The bomb payloads are great. Strafing targets like infantry and stuff is also really good. Drop them there. It's also even got air brakes, which is pretty rare, and it's a fighter. So your team can still have a dedicated ground attacker like the HS-123 or the HS-129 in addition to this thing. There we go, there goes the APC that was fully loaded with people. Didn't even need to waste a bomb on it. And so you could just keep looping back over the battlefield over and over again. Can't see anything else. I know there is a tank somewhere out there. Let's drop a bomb, and now we got the 250kg ready. For my American viewers, that is roughly 500 pounds. Oh, someone marked the tank for us, that's nice. Flying inverted though, it's not the best for dropping a bomb. Yep, there it goes. Look at that. 2 vehicles down in like a minute and a half. And we'll just rearm. I'll do one more pass and I'll go back to being infantry, because I know plane's not probably the most interesting thing for you guys to watch. And it looks like my team's struggling a little bit to take the point. So while I am gaining lots of points and stuff like that, the important thing is it is a team-based objective game, so I want to actually be on foot helping out my team. Some of the other squads I found that are really strong at BR1, the LaBelle squad, and there's another like rifle squad that's also pretty good. Oh, so those are some of my favorites. I use them even at BR5 before. I used them a lot in Berlin when that was its own standalone campaign. The Flame Panzer, the Panzer II with a pair of flamethrowers on the front, that one's a lot of fun. That was a old Stalingrad vehicle. Okay, I didn't drop the bomb, but yeah, see, look at that. The cannons, once again, just... That was an AA vehicle, and that could have shot me down, and... I feel like this almost got buffed. I don't remember it being this great. We'll drop one more bomb, and then we'll get out of the vehicle. Rail out. Can I pop it? Oh, I plunged it on the way down. That's cool. Okay, let's try out the Beretta M1 on foot. Let's go from the back. It looks like we're having a lot of trouble from the front. And I gave these guys their trench clubs from the event. Move out of my way. Oh, great. You walked in front of me. Why, teammate? Oh, it's another tank. Okay. Try the paratroopers again. I'm gonna come in over here. And I'll set up with the MG-34s. Hopefully it'll be safe enough. Now, do I go anti-tank or do I go MG-34? I feel like the right call would be going anti-tank, but wow, they're just really just sniping me the whole time. Everybody get into the bunker. There's already MG-42 over here though, so I don't really... Don't really actually need this. Might have to edit the map too. Oh, I am. I'll mark that for friends. It's a Crusader. There we go. I have a feeling that... Where'd the rest of my men go? Guys? How did you all die? I left you in the bunker, where it was safe. Excuse me? Okay. Oh, I forgot about this gun. This is another really powerful one. This is really rapid fire semi-auto gun. This is actually probably one of the most powerful of the German BR1 weapons. And actually, if you notice, most of the German BR1 stuff isn't actually German. Really? Yeah, am I just being a sniper from like before I could ever do anything that I want to do for this video? I think this is one of the only semi-auto rifles at BR1. Oh, give me the engineer. Get up. I see him. And it has a bayonet too, so. Why are they sniping from everywhere? Okay, let's go back here with the paratroopers again. That's one of our fighters up. And with all the parachute now, I do have the perk on them where you can kind of pop it a little bit later, but I don't want to risk it too much. Hi guys, what are you guys all doing over here? Another thing is you can run with this. Yeah. Oh. I was gonna say you can run with it and it has a bayonet for the rifle, but here, take that, catch. Oh, he moved. And it's still a really good MP-38. It's just with a bayonet. You guys are probably really confused how I have this gun. Because I don't really see the squad being used that much. And the only reason I know about it is my dad and my brother both have the squad. I've been using it, so I thought I would give it a try. And I'm not disappointed. I hear another tank. Oh, hello. No. Ah, okay.
Our men are capturing the position.
Well, you know, I'll go with this squad. So I have the Polish AT. Oh, active battle? Really? Or no more rally point now. Okay. I'll go with the APC. No, what's up? AT rifle. Pull that out. So this rifle in particular, I found a lot of good luck with shooting down the Seagull, the American biplane, seaplane thing. What kind of passive is that, 109? That'd be one of the worst bomber runs I've seen in a while. Oh, really? Really? That's what we're doing? Can I get up the bunker thing? Where is this guy? No. You don't get to do that. I veto your sniping privileges. I like this guy. It's like mark targets or we lose. I don't think so. I don't think that's really gonna happen. Get down from there. Heck, bounce back at me. I love that some more. Uh-oh. Why did that work? Why is this working? I mean, I know I'm including in the BR1 overpowered weapons list, but I really didn't expect that idea to work. It was going to use it against the tanks. It is actually pretty good against killing tanks, too. Oh, okay. That actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's a very interesting, almost like sniper rifle type weapon. That man live? I'm not allowed to do that. Better go for his engine, but that's a very different shot from this angle. I say as I hit it. Okay, someone's...
Enemy bombers are approaching. Our forces are taking the control point.
I feel like I'm going to snipe from somewhere.
Move out to the next one.
There's someone in that, I don't think. Oh no, I missed. Oh, there's so many of you here. Oh, that's a shotgun. Okay, we'll go back with the Beretta 1918/30. So this is that M1 carbine type weapon I was talking about earlier. Are you American? He was. That's why I like this thing a lot. It's fun, got a bayonet. This is a golden weapon. Oh, you are. Oh, you were. Who's fighting over here? Bayonet him. Oh no. Oh, he put his head back in too. We have flamethrowers? What are they doing with flamethrowers? Oh, hi. Okay. Mr. Bren Mark 1 came around the corner. Do something silly. Let's land on the roof. On the roof with MG34s. And I wasn't paying attention. Did they end up killing the M13? Where am I at? See them. Here's my crate. Off the chute, probably a little late on that. Oh, we're coming really fast. I got hit by an artillery shell mid-air. I don't think that's ever happened to me before. Where's my crate? Oh no! Everybody stay up there. Ooh. Okay, so they're all over that. Everybody's like really hurt for some reason too. The artillery? Really? Okay, I'll take that. No. Please go the intelligent way down. No, you don't get the loot. No, 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 no. Okay, I finally got it. Here, finally. Let's watch you. You're the one that like took the stairs down, and they're probably kind of smart. Oh yeah, this is where we set this thing up. Oh, the sniper! No. No, 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 no. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Oh, I figured out how to get to me. Okay. We'll go LaBelle Squad, I guess. I haven't shown you guys this. This whole lineup is just incredibly fun because there's also a Flak Panzer that I've got in here. That was an old event vehicle. What else is in here? I can't really think of anything else that was in there. Yeah, but this is a 10-round bolt-action rifle that I feel like most of the other ones that are kind of equivalent magazine capacity. Equivalent magazine capacity is going to be a higher battle rating than like BR2. That is a lot of fire and explosion happening there. Oh, why do I have my knife out? Come on. Let's go around the side. Like that guy had the idea to do. Excuse me? Oh, there's Germans up there, okay. Oh, I like my men like flanking around now. Oh no, everyone outside. There's a rally out there. I can hear it. Do I go for it? My team needs me on the point. No. You do not get to come here. Oh, they flanked around again. Oh, we took it. You know, I'll take out the Flame Panzer. I know I said this is the overpowered one. Both of these are really strong though. This thing, consistently, I'll use a BR5. And that's why. I did not mean to click that, but that's why I use it. Oh no. Armor is basically non-existent. It's a Panzer II, but it feels even squishier than a Panzer II. And those little nozzles are the things that are the flamethrower nozzle. Have a Beretta M-38 up here. This spawn is really far away. I would play out the J1. I really enjoy it, and I will use it a lot. My worry with it is I won't die, and then it'll just be a J1 video. Ouch. Why can't I extinguish anymore? It hit me. Oh, there's a tank up there. Oh, gunner. No, switch to the gunner seat. If they're all right there, flame them. Well, that's really didn't get to show off how powerful this thing is. Anyway, back to the MG-34 paratroopers, which are really the star of the show. I was hoping that was going to work better. Oh, why? Do they know who I am, like, every time? Like, I feel like I'm getting, like, targeted throughout the whole making of this video. Those two tanks. Okay, I'm not doing MG-34. Where's the box? AT squad. I could sync up on these things and do it without this, but it's kind of fun to be able to do this too. Thank you for the strafe room support. And I think either one of those tank kills. Oh, I really should have gone MG-34 then. Well, this thing's actually hurting anything. There we go. That was just silly, but... Oh, of course, yep. The normal sniper. What else we got on our team? 109 F2, okay. AT gun group. Oh, this is probably what killed the tanks. Another sniper way back here. Someone that's actually playing the game and on the point. Thank you for your service. You're gonna get stuck up on from behind. We're actually taking it? Okay, maybe the AT gunner on top is actually doing some work, but... Who's one that's gonna get it? Is that one of the ones that's alive? Oh, we also have Panzer III, and that's camping up there. That's a solid vehicle at BR2. That should... That's a very fair BR2 vehicle. I don't think it would do well at higher BR. I think it's balanced pretty well. And even a lot of these, they're suitable for BR2 and would do fine there. But they are definitely kind of a step above everything else at BR1. Oh, come on. Okay, good. There's no way this guy holds out though without the team. Yeah, there he goes. He's a British man. Okay, they blew that up. Okay, I'm gonna point this out. The guy who's been like spamming get in the point is in a plane. And I know that he can't switch out of being in the plane. I mean, he could have bailed out and parachuted in. But you can't complain about your team not being on the point if you're not going to actually be on the point either. You're going to sit on a plane. Like, that's just common sense. You can't play the game that way. If your team is struggling and you're not really being that helpful being in a plane, or there's not really stuff that's marked or anything, get on the point. Like, that is... You need to be on the point to win. So if you're sitting in a plane and your team is struggling to take the point, you're not actually helping them that much. Taking out a tank or something like that, or shooting down an enemy plane, likely is not going to make enough of a difference for you to actually capture the point. So, to summarize just what I had as squads. Excuse me, that's not what I wanted. The IAR-81C. Here's its stat card because it's not shown in the game. So you have the two 50-kilogram bombs, basically 100-pounders, which is what a lot of American aircraft get. And you have a 500-pound bomb under the bottom. And you got a pair of light machine guns and a pair of 20mm cannons, which is equivalent armament to BR2 aircraft for Germany. It's not the fastest, but it is actually pretty decent. And has really good agility and an air brake, which can be nice for doing dive bombing attacks. The Panzer III J1. This is... there's a lot of versions of it. I have one of the old Battle Pass event vehicle ones. But all of them are solid. They're all the same. Got the good 50mm cannon. Armor. Pretty strong for this battle rating. It's rare that I've been able to be killed in this thing. I'll get in it and you end up just sitting in this thing for the rest of the game. So that's why I didn't end up using it in this video. I didn't want you guys just to be bored with me just sitting in a tank. But some of my best games and some of the best I can do for helping the team is actually being in a tank like this. That's just where I tend to shine. So that's just something to keep in mind. If you are good as a tanker and can actually support the infantry and work as a team and know when to get out of the tank to capture the point, tanks can be very potent. Overall, it's a shorter barrel cannon than on the Pumas, so you are going to have more difficulty facing things like Shermans at BR3 and up tier, but it still will hold its own very, very nicely. It's got enough splash to be able to deal with infantry, unlike a lot of the 37s. It's just an upgrade over the normal Panzer IIIs and anything else. A BR1, your choice for tanks are stuff like the Sabermonte, which is solid but a casemate. And that hurts it a lot, and it's not the best visibility out of this thing. So it's very, very vulnerable to being hit by infantry. You have to have infantry around you and have to work with them as a team. Not as ideal in a game like this unless you're able to group up with some friends or something. And you have the other early models of Panzer IIIs that all have the 37mm, which does not have great splash, or you have the Panzer II, that's a 20mm cannon that struggles to kill a lot of the vehicles other than like BT5s and stuff. So this is just a major improvement over everything else, and if you're playing BR1 and you have this vehicle, this is the one that you should get. It's not that far in the tech tree, I believe, and it's just a huge improvement over the other stuff. Next vehicle I had, Flak Panzer 1. I've always just kind of liked it. I've had games where you can just kind of sit back and kind of just snipe with the AA cannon and go back and rearm at the ammo point. And you can shoot down planes, and it's equally viable with AP or HE against infantry. Although the HE, for some reason, seems like it's got more splash than the Panzer II's HE. I don't know why that is. That's just been kind of what I've noticed. It's a two-man crew, and it is open topped, and you're very, very vulnerable to getting sniped out of this thing. But if you're kind of keeping at medium range, you can actually be relatively safe. Planes don't seem to really understand that you exist. They see a tank mark on the map, and they'll go diving in on you. And you're an AA. You can take them down pretty easily. The last vehicle I had was the Panzer II-F. This is the flamethrower version, like I said. You've got the little flamethrower launchers on here. I wish these smoke launchers actually worked as smoke, but they don't. And then you've got a MG34 in the little turret. And that is also just a very good weapon. So don't underestimate, like if you're out of flamethrower ammo, this is still very, very potent. Armor, like I said, virtually non-existent, especially on like the sides and stuff. I guess it's kind of the same all around. The launchers themselves have a tendency to get knocked out by like AT rifles. So if you're facing one of these and you're AT rifleman, if you target the nozzles, you can disable a lot of the firepower of this tank, even if you're not able to pen it. But you might actually be able to pen it anyway. And the crew layout, driver, gunner, crew member? You're not a commander. Okay. That's ammo. Interesting. I didn't actually know that. The paratrooper squad that I was using, these are the the Beretta M-38. This is not the A. This is just, but there's really no difference between them. It just has a bayonet on it, 20 round magazine, very, very good as we saw. This was my first time actually using them, and I really enjoyed them. I knew that the whole concept of the squad was pretty overpowered. You can get the MG34, which is incredible for a BR1 squad. No one else has that. I mean, if we go just to the research tree, the lowest level MG is BR2, and that's the same for every country. So the fact that you can get it BR1 with the squad and have 3 of them in there, and then 3 guys with a really good SMG, it's a really good squad. You can also ground spawn with these guys. You don't have to take them as a paratrooper squad. I didn't show that in this one because I wanted the MG34s every time. But if you wanted just a souped up assault squad for some reason, and there's a lot of reasons to do so, it's a 6-man assault squad with probably one of the best SMGs at BR1. So keep that in mind with the squad too. They're no joke even without the MG34. And when you have the guys with MG34s, they still have their submachine gun, and it has a bayonet, which gives you some extra mobility. I had a 4-man assault squad, again, the Beretta M-34. Very, very solid gun. There is a upgrade for, I think, a BR3 or 4, I think it's a 4, that is a 40 round version of it. So it's just double the magazine capacity, but it's the same gun. So you have a BR4 equivalent gun at BR1 just with half the ammo capacity. The Labelle squad, very fun squad. It's a very solid weapon, good rate of fire, very nice long bayonet, which does actually seem to give you an advantage most of the time. Good hit power, and the sights on it are really good. I've always kind of used it, at least in Berlin, as kind of like a budget sniper squad in a way, where you just can kind of pick guys off at a good distance, and I used it a lot for counter sniping back then. This was my anti-tank squad. I won't go into detail too much on them. I had a Gore 1888. Nothing too fancy about that. It just is. It was an old gold weapon, one of the first gold weapons. Very, very high hitting power, even out to like 400 meters. You almost guaranteed to down people. And the Polish anti-tank rifle. Very, very solid penetration. Won't go too much into it, but point blank, like you can get like 33 millimeters of pen out of it, which is pretty good. And this really is like the star of BR1 weapons. Think of this as almost like it's an M1 carbine that does a little bit more damage, has a very high rate of fire. It's almost like a semi-auto submachine gun. Like You can get submachine gun rates of fire by just spam clicking this thing. 25 rounds, which is more than a lot of the submachine guns at this battle rating. Keep in mind, like against Americans, you're going up against stuff like the Grease Gun and the M50 Rising, which are not particularly great rate of fire. The Sen is up there, but you can pretty much outperform those in rate of fire. And it's got good enough hit power, and it's got a bayonet, and it just isn't. It's just not that heavy of a weapon, so it seems like you can sprint with this thing longer than most other ones. It's really, really good. It was a gold order weapon, as a lot of these have been. I hope this comes back. I wouldn't mind getting more of these. I think this would be a good battle pass weapon for future battle pass structures. And I kind of hope more people could get this thing because it's kind of fun. The closest thing to this now would be the new Winchester, like 1866, I think is what it is. The one from the April Fool's event that we just got. That's probably the closest thing in power to this, and I would pick this over that every day. Oh, that's it for the weapons I had. Probably the most powerful of these is the IAR-81C, as just it probably outperforms most BR2, even maybe BR3 planes. And I have actually used this even at BR4 and 5, and I found it to be pretty good. There's not really a huge jump in aircraft until you get to the Focke-Wulf 190 D12. That one is very powerful, but up until that point, most of the other aircraft struggle to beat this in just raw performance and firepower. I see these a lot at higher BRs, and for good reason. I mean, that's just a great payload. This payload can kill pretty much any vehicle out there, and the cannons, you're going to shred other aircraft. You can take down the incoming bomber waves as needed. It could probably go to BR2 and be okay. I worry then that you just don't have a good BR1 aircraft. You got the HS-123, which is okay, and the POTES, that's okay, but you don't really have a good fighter. The 109 E7 is fine, but I don't know. I like this plane a lot. It probably is one of the most used air vehicles I've seen for the Germans. Very, very solid. I like it a lot. And this squad, I think, has become a staple of mine. I'll probably end up pairing it with the other Italian paratrooper squad I have, the one that can get flamethrowers, because that one's actually kind of fun too. And they have a really good SMG as well. I don't know what it is with German paratrooper squads and getting good primary weapons and having good, unique secondary weapons, but this squad definitely has a huge uniqueness factor with being able to bring MG34 as a BR1. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. I've been kind of rambling a little bit on this, but I'll see you guys in the next video.